Hi there, it's Monks2 here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to play as a battleship, in particular the Warspite, and in ranked. Now, a lot of players in ranked playing the battleship, they tend to hang very far back, and they tend to just snipe what they can, like broadside battleships, or a broadside cruiser, or maybe, if the rest of the team are lucky, the occasional destroyer. Now, that is not necessarily the best choice. You've got these wonderful tier 5 battleships. You've got the Bear, which is a very, very good ship. Very, 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 very tanky. The guns on it are very good. One of the most accurate in my opinion, but it does differ with whoever you're talking to. But I think the Bear is one of the most accurate out of the German battleships. You've got good guns, you've got very good armour, it's a very solid ship, and with a very high level captain build you can get to 17 kilometers. So you've got 17 kilometers, you've got big guns, pretty decent guns, they very hit hard, forget about the sluggish aim, they're very good. Ironclads, you are tanky, that is, you will stay alive no matter what, even if you get broadside, you're unlikely to get citadels. You can get smacked, but yes, just like every airship can, but you're unlikely to get citadeled. So the damage you take is it's not, it can be much worse if you're in a different ship. Say, for example, the very squishy Normandy, but you're fast. With the Normandy you can run about, fire these you've got a lot of guns there. You've got 4, 8, 12 guns. 12 guns. Isn't it 12? Yeah. You've got 12 guns, alright? So what you do in Normandy, you're fast, you're maneuvering. You have to give full broadside to fire your guns, yes. But if they do a salvo and they land and they do some damage, it's really crippling, bro. You've got 12 guns and they all do some serious damage. They're not amazing caliber, the 340s, but 9,500 to say that he managed to get these citadels and all these 12 guns. You know, disgusting. Absolutely really good firepower. But you're more of a run, fire your guns, angle up, wait for the reload, wait for the right time to pick, fire your guns, wait for the reload, angle back up. That's your sort of tactic in the Normandy for ranked, at least. It's quite effective ship, but if you're caught broadside by another battleship, it's going to hurt quite badly. Now, you got the New Mexico, very good ship, excellent turning, not very fast, but that's just the gem of all American battleships until you get to the Iowa. Very good guns, you've got a lot of them as well. 6 in the front, 6 in the back, so you've got 12 guns as well. Very good pen, you've got American penetration shells, very good damage, and you can tank. The ship says it can tank as well. You've got this ironclad, obviously it says you can change direction fast. 100% true, very good ship. You could also try the Queen Elizabeth. I don't actually have it right now, I've sold it by accident, but I'm not going to buy it back because I'm trying to save up for other stuff. Queen Elizabeth has very accurate guns, decent caliber, very tanky as well when you angle the Queen Elizabeth. But I obviously don't have the ship, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I've already researched past it and accidentally sold it, so don't mind. The Warspite is the ship I'm going to pick today. This thing only has only has 8 guns. Okay, but these guns have the American armor-piercing capabilities. These things pack a mighty wallop. 381mm guns, which is very good. Bigger than the New Mexico Tier 5. Bigger than anything, I think. Bear might have them. No, Bear's got them, but you don't have the penetration of the Warspite. The Warspite is got the American penetration, which is the best. This thing can overmatch almost any armor at Tier 5. It's like a Yamato. That's how disgusting these guns can be. You see a Dunkirk bill on? Shoot through him, you will penetrate. This thing is very, very powerful in the right hands. Problem with this ship, it is a sponge for damage. If you show any sign of broadside, they will pen, they will most likely citadel, and they will do massive penetrations, even from the front. If they hit your superstructure, or they just get a lucky hit, they could do 9,000, 8,000, you name it, they'll do damage no matter where you're pointing. Obviously the best idea is to go bow on for this ship. Don't even bother showing broadside. You've got this amazing turn though. 550 meters, okay? Which is astoundingly good. And you 14 rudder shift, it's not bad. Not very fast. The reload is pretty awful, 30 seconds, but it's understandable because you have these mega, really great guns. 550 meters turning circle, you have a very good turn. I'll show that the case in the replay. This thing is very good turn. That's its thing. So what you do is you fire your front two guns, or if you can maintain a strong angle, open up the angle to fire these back guns, close up the angle, which you have in time. You can do that easy. You can wait for them to fire, take the damage, give it a little bit of angle, fire your guns, and return before they can fire their second salvo, which they can easily do. You've got that turning to do that. It's a beast of a ship, and I think it's the best battleship to play for ranks because you can soak up that damage and you have that Royal Navy heal. For tier 5, this has been downgraded for tier 5 of course. Very good heal. This thing is a tank for damage. You've got that greater heal, you've got the big mega gun that will punish a lot of ships, any ship you want. The only thing it will struggle is to do a lot of overpayings on the French ships, but you'll still get the occasional citadel. This thing is a beast in terms of the guns. That's the main thing of the Warspite. The guns and the turning. And you've got that turning, you've got the guns. You don't have necessarily the best armor, but if you're bow on, it has to be a battleship that does damage to you. You can get burnt very easily, but you've got that Royal Navy heal. You could repair the burns. You need to pick your bullets wisely to use your damage repair. Also, it looks really good in black. I have the regular because I bought the regular a while back, and I got the Black Fleet thing, and fortunately and unfortunately, I got the Warspite. So I'm glad I got the black version of it, yes, but I didn't need it. I wasn't happy just running the regular, but yeah, I don't need two now, so I'm not going to sell this one because it's a premium boat, but you know, might as well just keep it. Anyway, before further ado, I'm just going to take it to the battle. Alright, that's us in the battle. Just taking what's left, we've got two Fabickies, a Mayhan, Bairn, a Dunkirk, and another Warspite. Now, I know I can pen the Warspite, I know I can pen the Dunkirk even through the bow, but the Warspite, the Bairn, sorry, is my biggest issue. Obviously the Warspite can do exactly what I can do to him, you know, it's a trade matter there, so that'll be an issue. So, first tactic for this map is to push forward and use that island for cover. The island just below, just on the A cap, that island there, it's needed for me. This other Dunkirk is going to run the other side. I don't think it's too a good idea because you don't have much escape there, so trying to get back a little bit. Be better if he was on far left or far right, where you could use the islands a bit more effectively. This way he's, you know, kind of setting himself up for if he has to run, he has to get broadside. So just gotta be careful there. Other cruiser, the Pensacola there, is doing exactly what he should be doing. He should be pushing that side, or even the far right, sorry, and using the island. Just trying to find out where the New Mexico is. He's a bit far behind, so see if we can get him to push up, because you can perfectly go this close without any bother of being hurt. Now, looking at this Dunkirk, he's well angled. I can't get shots on him, but the enemy, our Dunkirk, might be able to. So let's hope he does that. Oh, I seem to be running into this Pensacola, but I can't stop. I don't want to stop. It's not a massive issue for him at the minute, so that's perfectly fine to do that. Now, I'm giving a little bit broadside here, but no one's seen me. I'm perfectly fine. I can fire my guns, and because I'm under this island, they can't even see me. So, popping it in reverse, excuse me, so that they cannot see me, and I'm staying behind the cover of this island. Now, this is what you might call battleship sniping, hanging back, but I'm actually well in the A cap, I'm quite close. If push comes to shove, I will push up. I'm hoping that our DDs can maintain control of the B cap and actually manage to take it. They got one of the destroyers, but I think the Mayhan suffered a little bit, and he's a bit annoyed. That's why he spammed that emote. Oh, he's running away. The T-61, he's on fire and he's not happy about it. It's understandable. New Mexico's pushing in quite a bit, and realizes there's torpedoes, and he's straight on the reverse there. I'm hoping the destroyers will not leave the B cap, because they seem to be. I think I'm getting shot by the Mayhan. He's not happy. With the T-61, sorry. New Mexico's pushing up. He's doing the great job. I'm still going to hang back a little bit. I can get some good damage while everyone else is spawning. Not always the best idea unless your team is winning. So this Warspite, he's angled up. He's going to get full broadside there. So I'll fire a salvo off in retrospect. Probably should have aimed a bit more to give him a bit more lead. But there we go. Anyway, I need to push up now because our DDs are pushing and I want to support them as much as I can. So let's push up here and angle in as soon as I can. You see me there? Just about to do that. I'm no longer spotted, so I actually don't need to angle in as much. Now I am. I see if Ibuki at 4 kilometers. He is my primary target. I don't care. I'll use all my guns on him to make sure I get that kill. So he's done. There's only one destroyer left. I can push. I can make sure our team push for B because we do not have the B cap. We're going to lose on points if we're not careful. I know the points lead's in our favour because we killed more ships, but they have that lead. If they maintain that lead over B cap, we will lose this match. So I need to push. I need to get our team to push because they're very passive. They're hanging back. So let's see what we can do to get them to push. That Warspite, he's giving broadside to my whole team, trying to get them killed. I'm rewarded with 2 lovely Citadel. That's lovely 20k done to him. He is going to struggle to repair. Double firing me. I'm going to need to burn that damage repairs very soon. Just waiting to see where those torpedoes are because I don't want double fire and a flood. So yeah, and that looks like that threat's done for now. I'm still worried, so I'm going to burn the damage repair for now. I'm going to keep my heal ready for the right time. That Warspite's the biggest threat to me. I'm angled into the Dunkirk and the other battleships seem to be firing high explosives, so I want to get rid of the other Warspite as soon as possible. I'm going to send a plane out because I want these destroyers spotted. I want them to have a no fun zone near me because they know what will happen if they get close enough. Now I've got a permanent double fire. This was why I need the heals popping in to save me from getting too damaged. Warspite is going to do a turn to the right, so I plan my shots accordingly. Pushing this B cap here. Get the kill on the Warspite. As I said, no matter what angle you're at, the Warspite, if you're shot by another Warspite, it'll do damage. Very good damage, unless you're hitting a bow on. And even then, you might get lucky. I've got a bunch of torpedoes here. I'm probably going to die from this. We'll see. Now, that's what I said about the Dunkirk. That's a pain. And that's 1 pen, 3 ricochets. Well, he was quite lucky there. I think he angled up quite well. Fortunately, I dodged these torpedoes. I'm hanging on 10k health, but I still need to keep pushing. I've reached this point of no return. You see how I'm turning away from that torpedo there? So there we go. That's a straight pen of 5k through the bow. Let's go a bit lower. See what I can get. Straight there, 6k through the bow of the Dunkirk. This Warspite. Caliber guns can overmatch Dunkirk easily. So there's only 2 ships left now. So this means I can definitely be more aggressive. And as you can see, I've already been quite aggressive. I've nearly cost myself my life here, but I've got our team to push for the B cap. I've got our team to push and use the advantages I've given them. I've given them spotting with my face, effectively. And I've also given them the opportunities to get those broadside and those targets and get kills and what you need. Alright, now this, I'm going to try for the torpedo beats here, but I'm a bit too thick for that. The ship is too thick for that, and that's me down. But 3 kills, 101,000 damage, and a capture and a high caliber reward for a ranked fight. So yeah, because of that, Dunkirk's pushed up. He's had to take a little bit of beating, but I think that's from before. The destroyers have pushed up, and our New Mexico was pushed up as well. So even the cruisers pushed up along the other side. So they've all pushed up. They've all been very aggressive, and the enemy team don't know what to do with that. They're a bit gobsmacked. You see a battleship that's pushed forward. They're surprised. They want to get rid of me as soon as possible. That means I've drawn all their fire away, and because all their fire is drawn away, the rest of my team can focus on doing damage to whatever they want. To be honest, whatever they can hit, whatever they want. I may be a battleship, and I may be an easy target for torpedoes, but I have that turning. I can change my speed, I can change my course, and even though the destroyer's detection is like could be 5, 5.1, 5.5, 6, whatever you want to call it, they're going to get spotted if they stay in that B cap. I'm going to spot them using my ship because I'm pushing, which means they have to either go back, try to YOLO me, which my whole team can shoot at that destroyer, including myself, or just retreat. So this team chose to try and get some torpedoes off of me and run away. Fortunately, I was able to dodge these torpedoes, and because of that, they've been spotted. They've been hammered for being spotted, and there we go. And they've had to retreat, and they've given away that cap. They've given away the position that they had, the favourable position. So yeah, that's how you get yourself up and ranked in a Warspite and a lot of battleships. There's a time to push and time not to push. The difference is, when should you push?